Well met, traveler. A nice piece. I recognize Gavor's design. Is this his way of telling me you're worth my time? Bold and straightforward. Qualities we look for among our own. But there's one problem. You aren't of Dalrita blood, which means the grace of the Stone Dream won't be granted to you. So, I can't admit you to our ranks. Our ancient laws say you might, yes, but they're called ancient laws, not simply laws for a reason. If you achieved something great, say a feat of war, the Elder Council might allow you to walk the path, provided someone would stand in as your father. But as I said, it's no old dead law. Our tribes aren't exactly known for their hospitality, let alone naming outsiders as kin. Well, if you've won Kavor's favor, I'm willing to risk giving. To prove your worth to the Stone Wardens, you must find a weird stone vein. I assume you know what it is. It used to be the first task for any prospective member of a brotherhood. These days, most deposits are depleted, so the task is a bit harder. I can tell you where to start searching. There was once a rich vein in an old mine to the north. It may yet run deeper. We abandoned it a century ago, so I can't say exact, but I can guarantee you'll find something. And on that note, if I were you, I'd bring my best weapon. Until next time.
How's it going? Off you go.
So tell me.
You're alive. Until next time.
Well met, traveler. Well now, you've done something I didn't think was possible. Truth be told, I only seen as a reward. I'll teach you another song. With what you pulled from that vein, I can sing yourself something.
Darvin, you have to talk to my father. I'm begging you, end this madness.
You're confused, girl. You're asking the Master of the Stone Wardens to stop one of our own from entering the Stone Sleep. Ridiculous. Don't ask me again.
If anyone can stop this, it's you. You can set new rules. Show them the old ways don't have to stay unbroken. If you ever respected my father, please do it for him.
Out of the question. The Stone Sleep is the highest honor in our brotherhood. Only the most steadfast among us are deemed worthy of such a blessing. You should be proud of your father for achieving such grace.
Proud? You're all a bunch of senile fools.
Fusca, Olaf's daughter, fierce and stubborn, as I'm sure you gathered from our disagreement. Not the wisest girl, but I can't deny her spirit. Unfortunately, her grasp of our Brotherhood's principles is sorely lacking. To her, the Stone Sleep isn't the great honor we know it to be. The statues you must have seen scattered across the forlorn swords. They're not just stone. They're our ancestors. Those who embraced the sleep and became one with the land they cherished. It's the highest blessing a Stone Warden can achieve. It's something we all aspire to, awaiting the day we might be deemed worthy. You may never experience it yourself. I've never heard of a non-Rita receiving the honor. Then again, few outsiders have joined our ranks. So, who's to say? Ah, young blood. They struggle with tradition, especially when they can see the world crumbling around them. She doesn't want to lose her father. Since her mother passed, he's all she has left. They say no love is stronger than a child's for their parent. I wouldn't know. I never had parents myself. But Olaf is doing what he believes is right. Fusca will have to come to terms with that. Help. There's nothing to fix here. Olaf chose this path long ago, and he's waited years for the sleep. If he wanted to stop it, he would. Whatever his reasons, they're his own. Still, calming that girl might be worth a try. The last thing we need is for her to Until next time.
do you want, outsider? No, wait! I'm sorry. Everyone says I talk before I think and need to work on my temper. You are an outsider. That wasn't an insult. How foolish of me. Maybe the fact that you're not... Murder, thank you for opening my eyes. Right. The beginning. My name's Phil. My father is doing something I fundamentally can't. He's giving up on life because someone convinced him that, as a member of the Stone Wardens, but I think it's pure madness. And I'll do whatever it takes to stop him. Think about it. The stone sleep is death in slow motion. First, it weighs down your soul, then your body. You stop moving, and the stone creeps over you. You never know if it'll take days, months, or years. You have no idea how long you'll hold on before the stone claims your heart or your mind. And our ancestors thought this was a blessing? To me, it's obvious. It's a curse, plain and simple. Calling? My calling was being brought into this world, wasn't it? And now he wants to abandon me, just like that? All for the sake of tradition? No, my outsider sent to me by Meder. I won't stand by and let him turn to stone just because someone decided to call a curse honor and grace. I asked him to convince my father to delay the sleep. But talking to him is just like trying to reason with a wall. Honestly, I'd throttle the old man myself if it wouldn't get me exiled from the tribe. Traditions, traditions. Everywhere I turn, it's those blasted traditions. Do you know what stone sleep truly is? It's a curse. A curse wrapped in fancy words and false honor. Darvan says that because he doesn't understand what it means to be a child to a parent. He grew up among the Stone Wardens with no warmth, without the love that only a caring parent can give. And traditions, always the traditions. They drilled those into him, a bunch of self-absorbed old fools. Ugh, what was I even thinking going to him? I might as well have talked to a boulder. Honestly, I'm not sure. From what I've heard, there's no way to reverse the stone. I do have an idea, although it's risky, at least for me. For you, as you could also try talking to my father. Just don't let him drown you in all that honor and tradition nonsense. I've had enough of it, and trust me. Near our settlement, there's a man called Frost. He's a nameless reader, exiled from our tribe long ago. Frost claims he created a potion that can reverse the stone sleep. I think they cast him out because he defied tradition and I can't risk being seen with a nameless. If anyone caught me, it'd be over for me. I'd be as good as exiled, cut off from my father forever. That's why only you can help. Great, give me your map. Here's where you'll find him. May Meder bless you for...
You are so beautiful, so full of talent. I really understand why Self decided that your life should take a turn.
Yes, you're quite appetizing, but you're not here for compliments. You'll shed unnecessary baggage.
A bond that needs to be severed.
In other words, you'll butcher someone, or be the butchered one.
Don't worry, I think you'll manage. Luth is probably eager to meet you too. He's surely full of pride.
Yes, perhaps we shouldn't keep those birds waiting. We've kept him here quite long enough. He might be getting bored.
Only if our guest has no more questions.
Who are we, dear Sympathy?
Who are we, dear trickster?
No one special. Bit like you, guest.
Don't say that. We have meaning after all. Once, we were crows. My companion walked the path of self. I followed the path of war. I thought I was destined to serve as a priest in the name of Barb.
Plans change.
Plans do change indeed.
We botched the task entrusted to us.
But we also showed creativity. We transferred our essence to this place.
Morrigan decided we were quite the spectacle. She allowed us to continue existing, but only here.
Without a physical, tangible form. We observed the outside world through the many pairs of crow eyes it offers us. Yes, a fight.
Finally, something interesting.
I'll keep my wings crossed.
Since the moment you completed your first task, I had a feeling we might cross paths here. You're a remarkably talented child. Shame your journey might end here. Or shame I won't be around to see where it takes you. You're a fledgling now, just like me. Sometimes, the children of Morrigan pit fledglings against one another to thin the ranks of the crows, especially when someone rises to the hierarchy so quickly. Oh my. It's sad that you're already counting me out. Hold off on such statements. I have no intention of giving up my life so easily. You've always been eager to work. I have just one. Give it everything you've got. Not bad! You're not the first to test me. Let's keep this clean and quick. Let's keep this clean and quick.
So you've returned. Did you have a nice nap? Was the company to your liking? Such heavy accusations. What exactly have I lied to you about now? Ah, and spoil the surprise. No, no, that wouldn't do. And what would you have done if you had known? Wondered how to avoid him? Wondered how to beat him? You would have thought and thought and thought. And while you were lost in your thoughts, Luth would have snuffed you out like a candle. Trust me, sometimes it's better not to know. Me? Not as such. What I do have for you is a meeting. Perhaps the most important one of your life. You are to meet with War, the High Priest of Badb. The rest will be in his hands. And that is all I can tell you. And may Morrigan's wings shield you from...
Welcome, child of Morrigan. Now you stand before... I went by that name once, yes. Now, you see me as the embodiment of war. One of the three holy aspects of the goddess Morrigan. Ask your questions, child, before the time comes. Then you would have proven they were unworthy. If a hatchling could overcome a crow and its fledglings, then they weren't fit to serve Morrigan. You would have purged our ranks, and I would have found new devotees. It wouldn't be the first time. You stand before the goddess of war, death, and destruction, and you're surprised that I used deception to test your dedication. I thought your time with the children would have taught you that the ends justify the means. What do you take me for, child? A mercenary commander. Serving Morrigan is no common duty. It's a and only the most faithful may... Your actions are meaningless if the Corax hasn't revealed itself to you. The Corax is Morrigan's herald, a promise of liberation. The Corax's appearance is a sign that it's time for the children to step from the shadows and declare their dominion over Avalon. And I know the Corax favors you most often. Such is Morrigan's will. Precisely. For too long, we've lurked in the shadows, preventing Morrigan from claiming her rightful throne among the gods. We've ruled Avalon for centuries, guiding its fate according to our goddess's will. So why shouldn't we openly claim what's already ours? Imagine it, child. All united under Morrigan's banner. A supreme goddess who cares for her followers, unlike the absent All-Mother. We'll bring peace on our terms, with Morrigan's blessing. Indeed, I have faith, but no certainty. And since it's you who has the honor of witnessing the Corax, I'll send you as an emissary before our goddess. Seems she has chosen you for this communion, and I humbly accept her will. Find out what our goddess requires of us, and I will ensure her will becomes law. I've seen it in a vision, the nest, where your meeting will take place. Listen well, for her words are sacred, and return swiftly to bring me her will. May Morrigan's wings shield you from prying eyes.
I called, and here he is. The king, torn to shreds, pieced back together. Decide. The paths of self, whispers in the shadows, wings gliding silently on the wind, crow eyes, watching, patient. Or the path of war, the wild screech, an open assault, beaks and claws, blood. They die by your hand. Their paths cannot merge, like day and night, like breath and scream. One must yield to the other. You ask a crow what it prefers, warm blood or cold carrion. The crow feeds on what fate delivers. All will fall into my claws when the time comes. So be it. Walk the path of silence. The wind will carry your whispers. The enemy will not see you. War will not sense your blade. bury it deep in his back.
Speak. What is this? You dare lie to the High Priest to fulfill Sel's traitorous will? I see through you. You blaspheme, and I cannot be mistaken in interpreting her side. That is true. I never thought of it that way. Are you saying, how could have I been so wrong? But grant me one thing. Let me die fighting. Let your...
You did splendidly, my crow. Tell me, did you truly speak with Morrigan? That's surprisingly reassuring, I must admit. Honestly, I thought Morrigan was more of a myth, and I'm almost envious, Crow. I can't recall anyone in the history of the children who's spoken with a... I will guide the children of Morrigan in the way we've always known. In the shadows that protect us. In the shadows, we are safe. We can focus on what truly matters. Building security, and I suggest you... Act with wisdom and prudence in your decisions. And remember, may Morrigan's wings forever shield us from prying eyes. Somehow, that sounds true.